Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So we'll continue our discussion related to various problems, questions on rectifiers. Previously we discussed a lot of questions related to half-wave rectifier circuits, various parameters associated with it. So in the next series of videos we'll be discussing uh, you know the questions on full wave rectifiers. Okay. So both types of full wave rectifiers will be covered, that is center tapped and bridge type full wave rectifier. So this is the first question, and it is given that a full wave rectifier, it uses two diodes. The internal resistance of each diode is 20 ohms and the transformer secondary RMS voltage from the center tap to each end is 50 volt and the load resistance is 980 ohms. We have to find the mean load current and the RMS value of load current. Okay, so the first step in solving full wave rectifier questions or problems is to identify what type of full wave rectifier it is. Here there is it's not directly mentioned that it is a center tap full wave rectifier, but there are terms here which indicate that it is a center tapped full wave rectifier. First of all, it has two diodes. Only a center tapped full wave rectifier has two diodes. Bridge type has four diodes. And there is this term directly, it is also a type of direct indication, which is the center tap point. So it is a center tap full wave rectifier. That is the first thing to identify. Then we'll draw the circuit. Okay, so first we have the transformer, generally a step down transformer is used. Then we have two diodes. Okay, then there is a center tap point, okay, right in the middle, and then we have the load resistance. Okay, here it is given that each of the diodes, it has a forward resistance of 20 ohm. The load resistance is how much? 980 ohm. The load resistance is 980 ohm. And another thing that is given, okay, no information has been given about the supply voltage. What is the value of the supply? So we'll keep it as it is. What is given is that the RMS value of the voltage from center tap to each end is 50 volt. Okay, this RMS voltage is 50 volt. Here also it is 50 volt. This is given. Okay, center tap point, that is given, and no other information has given. No turns ratio has been given. No supply voltage value has been given. Okay, so from that only we will determine all the values. Now you know that in a center tap full wave rectifier, at any given half cycle, that is the positive half cycle, the negative half cycle, only one of the diodes is forward biased, it conducts, and the other is reverse biased and it's open circuited, it does not conduct. During the positive half cycle here, D1 will conduct, it will behave as a short circuit with a forward resistance of 20 ohm, and this will be D2 will remain open circuit. The negative half cycle, D2 will conduct, D1 will not conduct. Okay, so now here we have only this center tapped RMS voltage, which is 50 volt. This is the RMS value. Now for full wave rectifier, Vrms is equal to Vmax by root 2. We need to find the maximum value of the center tapped voltage. So the maximum value of the center tapped voltage is equal to 50, that is the RMS value of the center tapped voltage, multiplied with root 2, which is equal to it is coming around 70.7 volt. Okay, this much. This is the maximum value. This is very important. Okay, this is very important. The maximum value is 50 root 2 or 70.7 volt. Now the maximum value of the load current, okay, the maximum value of the load current will flow only when the center tap voltage is maximum. It is a sinusoidal type. When the sinusoidal voltage will reach the maximum value, the center tap value, then only the load current will be maximum. Okay, the load current will be maximum. So IL max is equal to VCT max by RF plus RL, the total circuit resistance. Why only one RF? Because only one of the diodes will be conducting. The other one will be non-conducting. It will be off. Only one of the diodes is on. That's why only one diode forward resistance is taken into consideration. Okay. So here we'll substitute the values. 70.7 divided by RF, which is how much? 20 ohm, isn't it? 20, and load resistance is 980s plus 980. This is volts, this is ohm. So it's coming around 0.707 ampere, or we can write it as directly 70.7 milliampere. Okay, this is the maximum value of load current. Now we know here it has been asked to find the mean load current. Okay, so don't get confused. Mean current is same as average current is same as the DC value of current, DC value of load current. Okay, so here IL DC, or the average value, is equal to 2 IL max by pi, because this is the full wave rectifier. This is the full wave rectifier. For half wave rectifier it was simply IL max by pi. For full wave rectifier it is 2 IL max by pi. This is very important. Like I said, there are some formulas which are very important. This is one, okay, which will come in handy every time while solving questions. This is another. Direct formulas which you should always remember. Okay, so this is IL max, IL DC is 2 IL max by pi, which is equal to 2 into 70.7 milliampere by pi. Okay, so it is coming around, rounding it off, approximating it, it is coming around 45 milliampere. Okay, this is the mean value of load current, or DC value, or average value of load current. Mean, average, or DC value of load current. Okay, then we have it has been asked to find the RMS value. Okay, root means square value. RMS value, we know that RMS value is equal to Imax by root 2 for full wave rectifier. For half wave rectifier it was Imax by 2. Okay, Imax by 2. But here for full wave rectifier it is Imax by root 2. Similarly for voltages, Vrms is equal to Vmax by root 2. Similarly for voltages, Vdc is equal to 2 Vmax by pi. Okay, these are the handy formulas which you should remember. RMS value is maximum value divided by root 2. So here it is 2 into Imax, which is 70.7 milliampere divided by root 2. Okay, so that is equal to, it is coming around, sorry, it is not 2, sorry, simply 70.7 by root 2. By mistake I have written it 70.7 by root 2. 70.7 divided by root 2, and that is equal to, it is coming around 50 milliampere. 50 milliampere. This is the RMS value of load current. Okay, this is the RMS value. So always remember, first, while approaching any full wave rectifier type question, if it is mentioned directly whether it is what type of rectifier, then it's great. Otherwise, look for certain terms in the question which will give you hints, indications about what type of rectifier it is. Here the terms were first 2 diodes, then center tap. So we got the clear indication that it is a center tap type full wave rectifier. Then draw the circuit diagram. What data is given, what information has been given. Here this was not given, the supply voltage, turns ratio was not given. Okay, but it was not required because we were given the RMS value of the voltage from the center tap to the other end, which is 50 volt. From that we got the RMS value. Okay, the RMS value which was given, from that we got the maximum value, and from that we got this. The maximum value was asked, so this will happen when this is the condition. From this we got the maximum value of load current. From maximum value of load current we got the DC value of load current, and again from maximum value of load current we got the RMS value of load current. Okay, so everything is connected to the other. Okay, this.